Salut tout le monde. Alors, que de bugs, que de problèmes là. Je sais pas quoi dire pour le stream là, mais galère. Alors déjà le jeu, pour une raison que j'ignore, c'est pas la première fois que que je l'ai remarqué, mais déjà si vous le lancez le jeu et que vous faites rien pendant, je sais pas, une minute, et ben il plante. Voilà. Donc moi je stream sur OBS, OBS est ouvert, le jeu est ouvert, je suis occupé sur OBS, le jeu s'arrête au bout d'un moment parce que bah, voilà, le temps passe. Alors ça peut être là, si je joue pas et que je bouge pas du tout le curseur, au bout d'un moment ça va planter, ça peut être sur le menu, enfin bref, c'est un peu galère. Donc déjà il y a ça, et donc j'ai perdu du temps. Déjà je voulais streamer pas longtemps, mais là ça fait déjà un quart d'heure de problème. Bref, j'ai trouvé comment débloquer la situation avec la balayette. Donc on va faire ça. On va pouvoir enfin avancer. Bizarrement, je croyais lui avoir déjà parlé, enfin pas parlé, mais observé, puisqu'il y a deux touches, action et observation. Je pensais déjà avoir observé.
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush. It may never have seen the inside of a toilet bowl, but it was still hardly appetizing.
Mais voilà, bizarrement, cette ligne de monologue, je ne l'avais pas entendue.
Suddenly,
Bon, il répète.
the guy was basting the...
Ok, donc là, j'ai débloqué la situation. Je suis quasiment persuadé que la dernière fois, j'avais au moins fait 2 fois l'observation et il n'y avait pas eu ce monologue. Mais bon, passons.
Hi, Nijo.
Et là, on va avoir le choix
again, sir.
de la balayette.
How may I help you this time?
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable...
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight. A Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
a tiny spherule of form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Bien sûr,
All right, here you go.
je vais me débarrasser de cette balle qui sert strictement à rien.
People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Ça sent le coup fourré. Hein.
What exactly does il akal kalb mean?
A polite but subtly
Ouais.
complimentary greeting. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Ouais,
So long, Nijo.
j'y crois pas trop.
Poodle
Hein.
peep, sir.
Allez. On avance, on avance.
Hello again, sir.
Hello, kebab? Mmm, yes?
Il akul kalb?
Filthy, bad, bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa, calm down. I just... Feet, do your thing.
Ah ouais, d'accord. C'est bien ce que je pensais, c'était une insulte. Le truc classique. Bon, maintenant, j'imagine qu'il faut que je... Ouais. Ah mais... Ah oui, je réessaye ou pas de lui parler?
Hello again, sir.
Ouais, voilà, ouais, d'accord. Ok.
Filthy, bad.
Okay.
Ouais, bon. Je m'en vais. Je vais retourner voir Nejo parce que il a volé, je pense, la balayette. Balayette qui va me servir
Hi, Nijo. What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
à accéder aux toilettes.
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto, the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me.
Ok, donc on a la balayette.
Oh, it's okay. Nothing.
Je crois qu'on peut... Ah, succès. Éviter la colère d'un voleur de balayettes. Ok. Je crois qu'on peut faire un truc avec le chat. Ah, non. Bon, il me semblait qu'il y avait un truc qui tombait qu'on pouvait récupérer, mais c'est peut-être pas maintenant. Je vais aller aux toilettes. Littéralement. Dans le jeu. Maintenant que j'ai cette magnifique balayette.
It was a short-handled brush. Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be.
What does Il Akal Kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ugh.
Tu m'étonnes qu'il ait pas
See you
trop
around,
apprécié.
Ultar.
Where you must.
Alors, donc on va lui donner la balayette.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise.
Look, I've got the toilet brush back.
You man of action, alrighty. Don't just wave at me. Give to manager.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he could. Well, I did know a few, but doubted the wisdom of using them. Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
Bon, maintenant que j'ai la clé,
It was the key to the club toilet.
on va l'utiliser tout de suite. Hop, on va essayer de pas trop perdre de temps. Je sais pas si je pourrais terminer la série, du coup je voulais terminer, mais là, en une demi-heure, peut-être, je sais pas. Alors, je sais qu'il faut utiliser
It was
la
a roller
clé.
towel dispenser.
Ouais. La clé sur le distributeur, je crois. Ouais. Pour prendre.
The dispenser had opened it.
Hein? Attends. J'ai pris un truc ou pas? Non.
The towel sat in the open dispenser like a wad of dirty chewing gum in a metal dog's mouth.
Et c'est ça, faut récupérer la serviette. Hop.
The mirror was as clean as anything else in there. The sink was clean, but there didn't seem to be a plug. Hello? Anybody in there? No answer, so I gave it a push. The design of the toilet was a little different from what I was used to, but a toilet chain is a toilet chain all over the world.
Ah, c'est les toilettes turques, quoi.
Oops.
Je ramasse vraiment tout ce qui traîne, quoi.
And I thought the French had strange toilets.
Oh ouais.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
Ok, donc il n'y a plus rien d'autre à faire ici? me semble que c'est maintenant le chat avec la sonnette là. Ouais, il a le dos tourné, il joue avec la balle. Donc je pense que ça a débloqué un truc.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I borrowed this from the Club Alamat.
How nice for you.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
Are you building a bathroom in easy installments?
Do you recognize these keys?
No.
They're to a toilet.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Do you
Ok.
recognize these keys?
Non, non, non,
They're
non.
to a...
Thank you.
Bon,
See you
allez.
around, Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
La traduction Hasta la vista, la référence à Terminator, mais bon. Alors, le chat. Et la sonnette. Voilà, parce qu'il y a la balle. Et ça fait tomber un truc.
The fall hadn't done the statuette much good. It had lost its arms and gotten pretty chipped.
Donc, on a plein de nouveaux objets.
It was the short length of chain I'd taken from the toilet of the Club Alamat. It was a length of coarse gray toweling from the toilet of the Club Alamat. The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off. No way.
Ah non, alors attends, du coup c'est... Ah non, c'était ça.
The plaster seemed to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone.
Ah ouais, l'arnaque.
The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster. Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Oula, il y a plein de dialogues. Alors je sais qu'il faut vendre la statue à Pearl. Franchement, je me rappelais qu'il fallait mettre le maquillage sur... Enfin, le mouchoir, le maquillage là sur la statue. Ça s'invente vraiment pas, quoi. Enfin, là vous pouvez rester bloqué pendant des heures.
You said that your
C'est un peu,
company is
bon.
based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
C'est vraiment un espion.
Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
Heavens, no, with my digestion.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
Alors, je sais pas s'il faut que je lui montre la statue ou ça. Bon, on va essayer ça.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Ah non,
No.
je crois que je lui ai déjà demandé en
No, I
plus. Hein.
haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Ouais, donc on va lui montrer les 3 objets.
What do you think
là.
of this toilet chain?
My, but you're a strange one, George.
I've got the keys
Passionnant,
to
lui
a
montrer des
toilet
clés,
here.
quoi.
With my digestion, you better keep them handy. Oh, but I'm terrible.
Look, a washroom towel.
Oh, George, you poor, poor thing. You've had a touch of the sun.
No, I'm fine, really.
Oh, la traduction, elle a absolument rien à voir.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Ah, l'arnaqueur.
Oh, not that. Just what I've been looking for.
Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Ah oui, donc c'est pour vendre pour avoir de l'argent, les
I've got to go
50
now,
$.
Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
C'est oui, c'est pour avoir
Hi
les
there,
50
Dwayne.
$ pour le voyage vers la tête de taureau. C'est cohérent dans le sens où tu vends une
Hi
statue.
there,
mais bon,
George. How can I help you,
fallait le
young
trouver,
fella?
quoi.
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
It means that somewhere somebody can't flush the toilet.
I've got the keys to a toilet here.
Executive washroom?
Not exactly. Here I have a washroom towel.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Here I have a washroom towel.
Oh, I was expecting a magic trick or something.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I
$50.
couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50.
Ah,
Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
And here you go.
bon, après c'est l'opportunité, mais j'ai $50.
Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy.
I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Ok, donc maintenant, je retourne voir Ultar et on va pouvoir aller à la tête de taureau. Si tout va bien, peut-être pouvoir terminer du coup. Bon, je sais pas.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with you.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you
Well, maybe.
a terrific
50, huh? Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
most splendid. As you say, the cash price mullah is correct. Mister, We make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute. It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
C'est gentil de ta part, George. Allez, on part.
Hello again, old tar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed pair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
Du plâtre.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Have you ever seen anything like this chalice?
No.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
You got brush back so you could steal chain? You're sure strange cookie, mister, yes?
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing,
Ah bah.
yes.
Ah bah voilà. J'envisageais la possibilité de
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes.
Ah, enfin. Waouh. C'est la même musique. Ah mais oui, je me rappelle. Puis il y a le bas, en bas de la falaise là. Ah oui, j'avais complètement zappé ça. Bon,
Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
ah, il va falloir trouver quelque chose pour redescendre, j'imagine.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
Ouais, je sais pas si une branche ça va aider à descendre en rappel d'une falaise, mais bon. Comme d'hab, je prends des carburateurs, des trucs de ouf.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop. I'd damaged that tree enough for one day. The stick I'd broken off was surprisingly hard and inflexible.
Je sais pas, j'essaye tous les objets qui pourraient... Et ça, c'est serviette déchirée.
It was the roller towel from the club washroom, now cut in half along its length by Ultar.
Ah oui, attends. Voilà.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot. I was now in possession of the patented Stobart stick towel. If I could only think of a use for it.
Serviette magique. Ah bah
I
oui.
could see that crack would make a good anchor point. Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
Wow. Du coup, je pourrais remonter par là. Ouais. Je crois qu'il n'y a rien d'autre par là. C'est que la fissure. Ouais. Enfin, le trou là.
Close up, the niche looked somehow artificial. I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But there was something in there. A metal ring, as wide as my hand.
Ah bah vas-y.
I took a firm hold of the ring and pulled. Whoa there!
Waouh. Alors je crois que là, il y a aussi un passage où on peut mourir. Si je dis pas de bêtises. Donc je vais sauvegarder tout de suite.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Ah oui, d'accord. Bon.
I examined the door carefully, high and low. I looked for levers and rings to pull, panels and buttons to push like in the movies, and found nothing. I couldn't help but notice faint, bloody finger marks on the rock, as if somebody had tried to claw their way out.
Oh, c'est encourageant. Bon, bah, on va... Non, non, non.
Without explosives or a pickaxe, there wasn't a whole bundle I could do to the brickwork. The work that had gone into this place was impressive. I had to hand it to the Templars. When they built a secret cave, they built a quality secret cave.
Ouais, mais c'est une secret cave qui m'arrange pas, moi. Remarque, il y a plein de trucs à regarder là.
A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. Sure was an ugly one, though. I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
Allez.
Without getting too close, I couldn't see any marks of violence, apart from his fingertips being scraped raw, and that seemed self-inflicted. Klausner had been pretty smart to get this far, but he was still dead. Okay, all right. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens, a very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Oui, effectivement, il l'avait dit la dernière fois.
Without getting too close, I couldn't see any
Ouais,
apart,
non, on l'avait
and
déjà
Klaus,
vu.
but he was.
Est-ce que je
I'd
peux le
searched
refouiller?
Klausner
Ah.
once and knew that the lens was the only thing he'd been carrying. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no five-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped. It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body.
Donc j'ai juste récupéré ça, ok. Je vais re-sauvegarder parce que je sais pas à quel moment celui dont on ne doit pas dire le nom va se pointer.
Up on the wall was an inscription, partially eroded by the ages. Something, something, in accidenta cita est, in ora mundi. The Latin was clear enough, but what did it mean? The mount's opening. It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are! You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart. Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Oula, pourquoi il propose le journal? Ah oui. Bah oui.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Bah là, on va pas dire oui, hein.
No, nothing.
So, why is this location important? What did the Templars hide here if not an artifact?
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. Yeah, X marks the spot.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Bah, comme un homme, hein.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart, a rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah,
Ah!
well, what the heck?
Ouais, ça tombe
It was
bien.
a long way down. Below, I could see Ultar's truck.
Tiens. Oh! Et du coup, je me barre. Oh, vite, 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 vite. Ah, c'est bon. Il tombe direct dans le camion, j'adore. J'aurais dû me laisser tuer. Je suis sûr que j'aurais eu un succès. À force de mourir, je crois que j'ai eu toutes les combinaisons possibles pour mourir. Enfin, pour l'instant.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Ouais, futé, je vais lui montrer ça. Tiens.
I brought you a present from Syria.
Oh, George, you shouldn't have bothered. What is it?
This.
A necklace. It's rather heavy.
Ethnic craftsmanship at its most rustic.
Of course, I love it.
You do?
It will always remind me of you.
Waouh. Ah, mais en plus, je lui ai donné, en plus. Je l'ai plus. J'espère que ça me... ça va pas me bloquer pour plus tard, je pense pas, mais bon. Ah,
Did I show you the chalice?
Yes, Josh, you did.
Ok, bon, on va
Let's
regarder le
take another look at the
manuscrit.
manuscript.
Ouais, c'est bien, j'aurais terminé la Syrie. Quand même. Donc ça va.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head. That's the clue that led me to the bull's head in Syria. That's the clue that led me to Spain. The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. And that's not a crystal ball. It's the lens I found in Marib. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Succès. Récupérer l'artefact des Templiers avant l'assassin en Syrie. Du coup, maintenant, je vais où? J'ai la lentille. Il n'y a plus de pays, je crois, hein. Ouais, non. C'est que Paris, je peux pas revenir, je peux pas aller autre part. Montfaucon? Ah bah oui, sur la statue, l'espèce de statue dans l'église là. On va lui reparler vite fait.
I think he suspected me of being the mysterious Sewer Jacques. And the last thing I needed at the moment was to be arrested for crimes against public sanitation.
Alors, Jacques l'égoutteur, c'est quand même franchement... Sewer Jack. Mais c'était bien trouvé, Jacques l'égoutteur. Ah bah le voilà le prêtre. Je savais qu'à un moment donné, il serait là. Allez, on va lui parler pendant 3 plombes.
A priest stood by the pews, energetically polishing something. Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
I have here a sewer key.
Ah, oui?
I don't know why I'm showing you this.
Neither do I.
Tous les
I've
objets.
got a red nose.
Oui, so you have.
There's grease paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
Il a l'air passionné.
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
I thought about using the shake and shock on
Ah
him,
mais non, non.
but I couldn't do that to a priest.
Non, c'est pas sympa.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
No, monsieur. I'm afraid not. Is he a friend?
Not really. More of an acquaintance. I was in Ireland recently and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
What?
Have you ever seen anything like this lens?
No, never. The glass seems subtly colored in some way.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before. What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Bah oui.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Ouais, mais du coup, je peux pas lui reparler là. Moi, je voulais lui poser des questions, moi. Alors, la lentille. Où est-ce que je la mets, la lentille? Bah là. Non? Oui.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Hey! A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCCXIV.
1314.
1314.
Ok. Bon, je vais devoir m'arrêter là, mais on continuera la prochaine fois. Je pense qu'il reste pas grand-chose de cette portion-là, donc voilà. On s'arrête juste avant le puzzle, comme ça, c'est parfait. Bonne soirée, et j'essaierai de streamer encore dans la semaine pour pouvoir continuer le jeu. Bonne soirée et à bientôt. Salut!